Well, good evening, guys, or afternoon, whatever. After last night's rewatch, or not the rewatch, but after last night's discussion, I felt like watching Spencer's Civ build. So that's kind of what I focused on building up to this. I found it very interesting that we have bumped Spencer up to the same tier as Larry. I think that was a good move. As I was looking at his Civ build up going into Imperial, as he's working up into Imperial, he had about 20 more villagers than Larry does, which is impressive. Those are big numbers. So the kid's playing at a very high level, and we've known that for a while. Obviously, right now I have him pulled up. He's got 54, 51, and 43 going. He took everyone off of Stone. He had 21 on there earlier. I don't know what's going on with that. Taylor has 60, almost 60, and he's 666. So, of course, the number of the beast. Why would I think otherwise? Austin's got 70, 30, and 45. And Joel has 40, 30, and 35, 36. So, they're all cooking. They got 3 minutes left, so they still got time to do stuff. On the other side, when we look at myself, I'm at 60, 40, and 40. That number is going to increase still. Larry's at 60, 60, and 50, 45, and then 21 as well. So Larry's, cooking at a high level. We look at Jake McKean. He's at 50, 40, and 30. So, these are good numbers. These are, you want your Civs to be at these numbers. Everyone's playing pretty good. Barzy's still catching up, but that doesn't mean he's playing poorly. Just, 40, 30, and 20. So, yeah, that's them. We're going to look a little bit at the fronts now. If I can find, we're going to keep it on Spencer. That's who I want to watch. We see that they are walling off the back here. Austin's doing that. That's really a specialty of his, is doing that. We've got multiple castles going up already on this side. On the other side, we've got Taylor starting to build forward military stuff. We see that Larry's got a couple castles. He's got a couple of these things. Not a ton, but he is going. So we're going to pick it up now that we're getting there. This game, I have a nasty taste in my mouth just talking about prepping for this game. Ugh, it was not a good game for us, but that's fine. Mostly I feel bad for Larry. I feel like he played well, but was just in a bad situation. But regardless, we're going to record it and we're going to see what we see. Then we got a couple of castles up. Things are getting ready. They're going to wall off that middle there. And Treaty has Treaty dropped? Looks like Treaty has dropped. So anyone can hit. I believe they hit on their side first. So yes, Larry's going kaput. Up against Taylor. Boom. I'm not scared. I'm MFing Larry Hunt. And Taylor does this initial thing. And at this point, Larry was screaming at us, guys, I'm going. Only Taylor's here. I need help. And he did. And of course, we, like a bunch of noobs, never really wall off our front. So Taylor has free access to our whole everything right now. I thought that these castles would be effective at defending. They really weren't. But we see that Taylor has made it all the way back with 2 of them. Just 2. Oh, and then he gets another wave of them right there. So he's got like 10 paladins in our very back, just wrecking Larry. Let me look on the front. I've cut around over here, trying to just keep Taylor distracted. The problem was I got up here and Taylor was back here, and the only person who had close military buildings was me with my 2 castles. So I had to send some military. So I'm distracted. You can see they're coming right now. Kaput. So my eyes are all right here while this is going on over here. And on the other side, we see that Jake has got some scorpions, and Larry is trying to just surge through. He's doing a good job. Man, I feel bad about this. I hate this unit. This special unit, the Ballista Elephant, overrated unit. It's not a good unit. Don't build it. Jake, don't build Ballista Elephants. They're not worth the food and gold. Instead, when you are the Khmer, build normal battle elephants and back them up with heavy scorpions. That's the way to do that. On the other side, we see that we've gotten Taylor out. I'm going to put military up, but we see that Larry's got a bunch of idle villagers back here, but Taylor has been routed out at this point. Just a big fight on this side that's going to get started. Pretty much a stalemate. But I do love masked scorpions. That's a fun thing. Austin's doing it. Man, I don't... When Austin gets nervous, he's just like, nope, we're walling off. Gotta catch my breath for a minute. He has this great ability to do that. And on the other side, Taylor's here, Barzy's up here, I'm up here. We're all just trying to kill each other. It's a great time. At this point, Spencer's got 93 guys on food. That's so much food. And he's spending all of it. Oh, dude, he's building a wall. That's what's going on here. Okay, so we see Barzy's kind of pushed forward. Not a crazy amount, but he is. On the other side, we see that there's been some cutting around going on here. Larry's throwing, looks like Halbs and Teutons, the Root and Teutons at him. And all of these guys are, that's the problem right there. That's not letting anything build up. Oh, scorpions just aren't good against buildings. That's the big complaint about scorpions, is they are not a building killer. Gotta get those up. Get those guys up there. Yep. On the other side, we've got just a big stalemate going on over here between myself and Joel and Taylor. And Barzy keeps coming and going. You see he's got a couple of troops here, but not a ton. But we're just flinging trash at each other is all we're doing. It's a bunch of peanuts. And Larry's pushing. But so is Taylor. So now we see Taylor and Joel are just all massed up here. I've got the onagers that'll take stuff out en masse, but... Oh, that's rather satisfying, actually. Problem is those darn cavalry. Darn them. Our trade, we can see, is kind of building up back here. And it hasn't quite clocked off yet, but it's going to. And when we look over here, I'm seeing very little Barzy military anywhere. I thought maybe he was on the other side more. That's one thing that we can coach up a little bit more, I think, is just teaching Barzy to, we got to keep those military units in the action, not sitting back, because sitting back doesn't do anything for us. That's them just chilling. We need to be either killing or dying. But there's Taylor just ravaging like a hungry wolf. Kaput. Bet that he pushes forward right here. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Meanwhile, Spencer is still cooking. We see that they're kind of flexing. Oh, here's Barzy. Here's some Jacob Barzy. Oh, he turns him from the front. Okay. And we see that I'm starting to get overwhelmed over here. They've got Taylor has troops all the way in the back. They're taking out military buildings. And Barzi's got a bunch of dudes right here. You see Taylor's right here. I love these masked scorpions like this. I think that that's a really fun way to play the Khmer. Especially against all this infantry. Those scorpions are good against infantry. So keep building those scorpions. Do not build any more of these stupid ballista elephants. I hate them. They don't have the pierce damage that the scorpions have. They don't hit as hard. They're just not as good. Okay, so we see that Jake and Barzy have now shown up over here. This is the only time that we flex on this side. So that's going to happen. I'm going to be... And I should have been more forward. But what happens over here is this happened. So the trade died. Our trade is going to completely die because of this. And that's going to be just such a bottleneck that it's going to screw us on this front. Because this front is an expensive front. We've got elephants, we've got paladins, we've got onagers. We're needing more than what we're going to be getting from back here. Which is literally nothing. So this is... And we aren't aware of this because obviously my eyes are right here, and I'm sure that Larry's eyes are right here, Larry and Jake's. Oh, but they got so freaking close. Oh! But I mean, you can see. Look at all of these that are just going crazy. This is a lot of Teutonic Knights, and there's a lot of defense. The only thing that you can do right here is hold right here and get some trebuchets going to take out these bombard towers. Well, we see that we've got this. We've got Jake's stuff, and we had to delete that because it was like, oh no, this is bad. So full rebuild over here. Everything's getting done, and we're just trying to redo this because the whole other team right now is out of gold. I want to look at Larry right now because Larry's been taking the brunt of stuff. Boom. So yeah, Larry's now got 20 on gold, and he's just flinging trash. And you can see his pop's down to 190. He wants to be up in the 200s for sure, and he's losing ground fast because of it. On the other side, we see Jake's getting hard countered by the Halbs. Man, those things just eat you up. Man, I don't know where we could have gotten through at. This is so well walled off. I should have just kept on cutting. Instead of cutting through right here, I wish I would have just stayed on the inside and just gone all the way down to right here. But I didn't because I suck at this game, but it's fine. And now Taylor's going to pretty much put pressure on me for the rest of the game. We'll see. He's not going to really leave this zone. But it is what it is. So Jake's up here. Austin's building another wall. Larry's losing castles. And Taylor's all over my base. I should have just put up a wall right here. That's what I should have done. Just one good wall. But we didn't do it, and it's fine. Taylor and Joel play like, and at this point you can see Joel is cooking. He's just got a good healthy mix of troops, and you know, there's no stopping that. Larry's at 30. Let's look at what's going on. Oh, here, I got 85, and I'm spending all of it. We look at Jake. Jake's got 80. Where are you at, Barzy? Barzy's at 100. So much gold. And I've just lost 2 castles. And the problem is rebuilding the castles is expensive because Spencer's just bought a ton of stone. He made it impossible for other teams to get stone. Because he's a monster. I want that. I wanted Spencer. That's what I want to stay on. Spencer's at 95, 75, and 40. Not really using his wood. And we're losing ground by the inches over here. Taylor just is relentless. That's really what it comes down to. Building hand cannoneers that are going to counter my infantry, and then paladins that are going to counter my siege. And we see Barzy and Jake are showing up. On the other side, Larry's trying. But that's not good. Fighting for our lives. You see that Spencer's got them siege onagers going. It's such a fun unit that totally eats up these. The Scorpions do not do well against onagers. Not well at all. So at this point, now both sides are just kind of clinging. You know, my side, we now lost all of this front military buildings. They've all been destroyed now. Who built these? Jake, I like those up here. That's helpful against the staff. You see Joel's doing a plunge. That dirty monster. The whole front follows him, which is very aggravating. Maybe did he stop there? There he is. So we got him. And troops in mass. On the other side, Spencer and Larry are just going toe to toe with each other, and Jake and Austin are supporting really well. All parties involved are playing great right now. What's going on over here? There's a trade there. Oh, he wants the trade back here. That's what's going on. Because Taylor's like, I need more money. Give me a longer trade. But, man, when you got that many Teutonic Knights up there, you can do damage. Taylor, I know you were saying I need to build different troops. What troop am I supposed to build against this? Cavalry? No. I'm not sure what the correct mix was. That you think maybe hand cannoneers? I don't know that I get hand cannoneers as the Ethiopians. Although I'm sure Jake has them. Oh wait, what's going on over here? Oh, Austin's being fancy. Getting them forward castles up, which means we're losing more ground. But please, Taylor, tell me what troop mix I needed to make. Because I'm not really sure which one would be the right one. I feel like Onagers is probably the right answer with how much stuff was in front of there, but I was told that I was building the wrong mix. So I would love to hear what the right mix would have been. You see that Spencer's troops are going around this because they closed off that, I'm assuming. Whoa. Making them earn every inch. And that's an ugly base now. What's going on with Taylor's civ? Let's look at this. So Taylor's spewing as fast as he can. He's got a ton of food. He's sitting on a mountain of food. Which is crazy because he's throwing a lot of food out. Oh. Come on, boys. See, I'd be nervous about this. This looks like... Oh, okay, that's the trade zone. That's what he wanted. He wanted that deleted. Yeah, I don't know what would have been the right build on this side. I'm trying to think, because I like the onagers against the infantry and the men, and I like the halbs against the paladins, but I don't know what else I could have built. Spencer, on the other hand, is just being a monster with these Teutons. And Jake's just eating up troops. And this is the sweet spot for the Scorpions, is if you can get them en masse like that. You see that Taylor is trying to take out our trade. I don't know why he's focusing on this one. They're obviously running past it. This is not a viable trade space. But whatever. He's going to do it. I think Taylor destroys this one. And let's see, where does he go? Yeah, who knows. But he's going to eventually destroy that one. It's going to be in a minute. And now we got McKean showing up, or not McKean, Barzy showing up. And I'm trying to just hold. Man, that's frustrating. Kill the mother effers. I'm very impressed with Jake's holding this game. Let me see, they're, fighting over here. Let me see, Taylor is coming in, but Barzy's got a bunch of troops back here, so that should be good. I want to look at Larry's civ right now. Let's see if he's recovered his. So he's at 52 gold. Larry's definitely taking some hits. We see that number's gone down. I think his food's still pretty intact, but his gold, he wants to be up in the 60s, 70s, 80s. If he can, he's not. Oh, guys, you keep keeping me up too late. Yeah, I'm losing more buildings up in the front. Larry's getting those Teutonic Knights, yeah! I love it. Even if we know that it's not going to work, still love it. Anytime you can see that many Teutonic Knights, it's a good thing. Because Teutonic Knights en masse they're like a moving tank. But look at what they did. They dug in, and then they built a bunch of these towers that just make it so much harder to get through because you got this stuff just raining down on you. Meanwhile, Taylor made it back here. Oh, yep, that's Taylor deleted that, or Taylor destroyed that right then and there. And we never really know. Well, I didn't notice it until later when Barzy was like, "Hey, what's going on with the trade?" And I was like, "Oh, crap." So, anyway, we rebuild this, but it's too little too late. Yeah, doing that. And over here, Taylor and Joel, you see, are just flinging stuff at us. I feel like a wide open hoe right now. They can just flop in whatever they want. Let's see, did we rebuild it? No, still haven't rebuilt it. No, Larry just noticed it. And we're like, oh, we gotta build it. So all that time with no trade. Barzy's pouring in great stuff now. And I think it's a little too late. And Spencer and Larry are continuing the fight. Looks like trade's back up. So much siege. So much hate. What can men do against such power? Now we see, oh, this game is about to end. Because Taylor's going to do this. This is the killing blow right here. So Taylor's going to cut through, and Larry asks me, can you fight him off? And I'm looking at all of this going on up here. We got Joel just swinging in with Cataphracts. And I can't keep Taylor out. And so we're gonna give up the ghost like right now. May already have. Let's see here. No, haven't yet, but we are seconds from it. There it is. So Larry loses his forward castles and just says, I'm done, I've had it. And everyone quits. And that was the game. When we look at it, we were just steamrolled on all fronts. Both sides lost, which means that it was lopsided in one way or another. And essentially that means that Spencer's playing at a level similar to Larry and not similar to me and Travis. And so good for congratulations, Spencer and Austin and Joel and Taylor. You guys played amazing. Talk about relentless. You know, when we go back to, I'm going to actually return to the map really fast. Notice the team with the high score lost. So we were killing a ton of troops, but it just didn't make any difference. When we look at overall score, yeah, I had the high score. Spencer was close though. Military scores, had a great KD. Jake lost the least. He was building, you know, those Scorpions are such a powerful unit in mass if you can defend them. And I feel like Larry and Jake could have done that, but it didn't happen. It's fine. Taylor just played good. He was able to throw a ton of troops out here. He played the Goth mode of just, I'm going to throw everything I can at you. He destroyed over 28 buildings. Did good. Economy-wise, we see that Spencer had the most gold. Our team, we had multiple gold issues that really screwed us. And so, you know, working that out is what it is. Our castle times, is there anyone that's jumping off the page to me? I mean, I guess Barzy's was a little slow, but that's to be expected. Same with Joel's. Joel's is pretty slow too. Anything sub 20 is really what you're looking for, and the faster the better. Yeah. GG, guys. Thanks for watching. Can't wait for our next matchup.